Tucked between steep cliffs and the calm flow of the Maas River lies one of Belgium's most picture-perfect towns. Welcome to Dinant, known for its dramatic skyline, musical roots, and riverside charm. This town may be small, but it packs a lot. And here's how we spent one unforgettable day in Dinant. We started our day on the far side of the river, where the bold Dinant letters welcome you in this charming town. This spot will give you one of the best panoramic views of the town, the church, the cliff, and the citadel towering above. After this, we crossed the Charles de Gaulle Bridge. The bridge connects both sides of Dinant over the Maas River. It's named after the French general who was wounded here during World War I. As you cross, you'll notice a row of colorful saxophones, each representing a different European country. They're a tribute to Adolphe Sax, the inventor of the saxophone, who was born right here in Dinant. On the other side, we strolled along the Riverside promenade, passing cozy cafes and sun-drenched terraces. A perfect stop to slow down and soak in the charm of Dinant. A few steps away, you'll find Maison de Monsieur Sax, a small but fascinating museum dedicated entirely to the saxophone. Located in the house where Adolphe Sax once lived, the museum is free to visit and offers an interactive journey through the history and evolution of this instrument. Inside, there are unique saxophones from different eras, quirky inventions, and multimedia exhibits that explore the sax's impact on music genres from classical to jazz. After this, we headed towards the church, but we'll leave that for later. First, we're making our way up to the Citadel. From here, there are two ways to reach the Citadel. One is by cable car, though on sunny weekends, you might have to queue for a while. The other way is by walking up the long staircase, like we did. It's a bit of a climb, but along the way, you're rewarded with beautiful views. At the top, the view is absolutely worth it. The Citadel offers panoramic views over the town below, with the church's iconic onion-shaped dome in front. But the Citadel of Dinant isn't just about the view, it's a place packed with history. Originally built in the 11th century and later rebuilt by the Dutch in the early 1800s, the fortress was designed to control and defend the strategic Maas Valley. Over the centuries, it witnessed many conflicts, including the tragic Battle of Dinant in 1914, when German forces invaded the town during World War I, leading to the deaths of hundreds of civilians. Inside the walls, you'll first walk through scenes of everyday life, showing how farmers and townspeople once lived behind these walls. Further inside, we enter the soldier quarters and pass some original weaponry, before reaching the more intense part of the Citadel, the air raid shelter. Stepping inside, we walk through a recreated trench, narrow, dark, and lined with sandbags, where the crack of gunfire echoes around you. Further down, its steep, skewed floor, a scar left by a World War I bombardment, throws off your sense of balance with every step. A few steps in, and we already felt like we'd had our first beer of the day, so no alcohol required. And it's a chilling thought that soldiers once had to navigate this same space under fire, with the chaos and fear of battle all around them. Next, we made our way into the dark, stone-walled dungeons where prisoners were once held, before stepping into a chilling chamber that houses a guillotine and the infamous hand-chopping block, grim reminders of the brutal justice once served here. After exploring the Citadel, we made our way back down, this time heading into Dinant's striking church of Notre Dame. With its dramatic black onion dome and Gothic facade, it's hard to miss. Inside, the high vaulted ceilings, colorful stained glass windows, and ornate altar create a peaceful, almost majestic atmosphere. One of the most eye-catching features is the huge rose window, casting a kaleidoscope of light across the stone interior. To explore Dinant from a different perspective, we rented a small electric boat, super easy to handle, and perfect for a relaxed, self-driven tour along the Maas. The route is limited to about 8 kilometers and takes you between Dinant and Ansuchrem, giving you great views of the cliffs, bridges, and riverside landmarks. If you'd rather sit back and let someone else steer, there's also the option of a guided river cruise. These leave from Dinant and go either to Ansuchrem and back in about 45 minutes, or all the way to Freyr Castle on a 2-hour round trip. Here you'll find elegant Renaissance architecture, beautifully landscaped gardens, and a stunning riverside setting. If you're a fan of castles, the area also boasts Veve Castle, a fairy tale-like fortress near the village of Celle, and Valzang Castle, dramatically perched above the river, and visible from certain points along the boat route. And if that slightly tipsy feeling from the air raid shelter left you wanting more, you'll find the perfect place to trade fake dizziness for the real thing just across the river from Dinant at the historic Leffe Abbey. You can visit the museum for €15, which includes an interactive tour, a tasting, and a small souvenir. So, what do you think of Dinant? Is it a place you'd like to visit? Please let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next adventure.